This video is regarding the chapter Haloalkanes and Haloarenes, class 12. We have discussed in the last video the SN2 reaction mechanism and the stereochemical aspect. Now in this video we are going to explain the factors on which the relative rate of SN2 reaction will depend. As we know from the last discussion, the rate equation of SN2 reaction is that rate is equal to rate constant, concentration of the substrate, that means the alkyl halide, and the concentration of nucleophile. So, rate of SN2 reaction will depend on both the substrate concentration and the nature of nucleophile. So, the first factor on which the rate of SN2 reaction is nature of substrate. As we know that SN2 reaction occurs through the backside attack by the nucleophile. So, obviously, if the attacking center is having the bulky substituent, then there will be steric hindrance between the groups, and for that steric hindrance the attack by the nucleophile will be inhibited. So greater the presence of bulky substituent, greater will be the steric hindrance and lower will be the rate of SN2 reaction. If we see some examples, like this is methyl halide, this is 1 degree halide where the carbon is attached with only one substituent and 2 hydrogen. Another one is the carbon which is 2 degree halide, that means the carbon is attached with 2 substituent and 1 hydrogen. And the third one is the carbon which is attached to 3 substituent and 1 halogen atom. And so we can see this is methyl halide, this is 1 degree halide, this is 2 degree, and this is the 3 degree halide. So for the structure we can see that the presence of bulky substituent is more for the 3 degree alkyl halide. So obviously the presence of bulky substituent will increase the steric hindrance in case of tertiary or 3 degree halide, and for that, as we move from 1 degree to 3 degree halide, the rate of SN2 reaction will decrease. If we try to illustrate this by one structure, we can see that if this is the compound where this carbon is the attacking center and this is the halogen and the 3 green balls are the hydrogen, then this is methyl chloride or methyl halide. Now, if the halogen of the attacking carbon is replaced by some substituent like methyl, then the methyl group will look like this one, where this carbon is the attacking center, this is the halogen, and here this is the 1 hydrogen atom, and along with that in this carbon there are 2 methyl groups. So we can easily see from the model that the substituent present in this 2 degree halide is more bulky than methyl halide. So obviously the steric hindrance in case of this 2 degree halide will be more, and the attack of the nucleophile will be also less in case of 2 degree halide. So between these two compound, obviously the methyl halide will undergo the SN2 reaction faster. So we can understand this by the model also. Now let us take an example by which we have to answer which one will undergo the SN2 reaction faster. The first one is some N-butyl bromide, and this is the butyl bromide, but this is not normal N-butyl bromide. So between these two compound, which one will undergo the SN2 reaction faster? For that we have to at first find out the attacking center. So here we can see this one will be the attacking center, and in case of this one this carbon is the attacking center. So by the structure we can see this is 1 degree halide and this is 2 degree halide. So obviously the reaction rate in case of 1 degree halide will be more than 2 degree halide. Next example is this one where it is allyl chloride and this is benzyl chloride. So between these two compounds, benzyl chloride will undergo SN2 reaction faster, as in case of this one, carbon is attached to this carbon which is attached to some planar benzene ring, and here the carbon atom is attached with this CH2 double bond CH part. So the steric hindrance in case of allylic chloride will be more than benzylic. So benzylic chloride will undergo the SN2 reaction faster. The next factor on which the nature of this rate of this SN2 reaction depends is the nature of leaving group. So we can see that if the leaving group is more efficient to leave the bond, to leave the CX bond, then obviously the rate of reaction will increase. So greater the leaving capacity of the leaving group, then the reactivity will be also more. We know that reactivity of haloalkanes depend on the polarity of CX bond. So we can assume that the greater polarity of CX bond will lead us to the greater reactivity of the haloalkane. But we cannot find the order. If the order will be according to the polarity, then we can find RCl will be more reactive than RF, than RBr and then Ri. This is due to the order of the decreasing dipole moment value, but it is not found. The actual order is Ri, that means alkyl iodide is most reactive than RBr, than RCl, and RF is least reactive among the alkyl halides. The reason is the bond dissociation enthalpy. In case of Ri, that means alkyl halide, due to the size of the iodine, the bond dissociation enthalpy is the lowest, and for that lowest bond dissociation enthalpy, Ri or alkyl iodide will be highest reactive in the SN2 reaction. So we can understand this by another example. Here I have taken some alkyl iodide which is normal pentyl iodide and this one is pentyl halide. So between these two, obviously the halide of iodide 1 will be more reactive to SN2 reaction. Next one is the nature of nucleophile. As we have seen from the rate of reaction, the nature of nucleophile will be also a factor on which the rate of SN2 reaction depends. So let us see what will be the order. For nucleophile, the strong nucleophile will increase the SN2 reaction rate, and the nucleophilicity depends on the charge and electronegativity of the donor atom. So between the halide ions, I minus is the highest reactive nucleophile, then Br minus, then Cl minus and then F minus. And also between OH minus and water molecule, OH minus will be of higher nucleophilicity than H2O due to the negative charge present on the OH minus ion. So न्यूक्लियोफाइल का नेचर भी एक फैक्टर है जिसपे SN2 रिएक्शन का रेट डिपेंड करता है. एंड लास्टली solvent is the factor which also determine the rate of SN2 reaction. We have seen that SN2 reaction undergoes the reaction by backside attack which involves a transition state. So if the transition state can be stabilized, then obviously the rate of SN2 reaction will increase. And the polar aprotic solvent. What does the word polar means? Polar means some solvent which will have some positive and negative part. Like water, there is H plus and OH minus. What does the word aprotic means? Aprotic means there will be absence of H plus. So H2O cannot be aprotic solvent. It is polar but not aprotic. That will be protic solvent. So the polar aprotic solvents increases the rate of SN2 reaction. Why not the protic solvent? Because protic solvent will inhibit the nucleophile to attack by forming hydrogen bond with the nucleophile. So the aprotic solvents like DMSO, DMF and acetones are more effective to increase the rate of SN2 reaction. This is the structure of DMSO, that means dimethyl sulfoxide, where the sulfur and oxygen part can be the polar part, because sulfur will be plus and oxygen will be minus due to the difference in electronegativity. And see, there is no H plus ion. So DMSO is a polar aprotic solvent. Similarly, N,N-dimethyl formamide is also polar aprotic solvent. Why polar? Because this CO double bond can be written as delta plus delta minus, but there is no presence of H plus. So it is also one polar aprotic solvent. And lastly, our very familiar molecule acetone, which is a ketone. So obviously there will be delta plus delta minus part and no H plus. So all these solvents which are polar and aprotic can increase the rate of SN2 reaction. So all these factors like substrate, leaving group, nucleophile and lastly the solvent are the factors on which the nature of or the rate of SN2 reaction will depend.